You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do.
Hey, you know that new Force Awakens trailer? Oh man, it was pretty cool, right? Well, I recently saw it in 3D. Holy cow, man. When you see the Darth Vader mask and you can see all the different layers and stuff. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Wow, this idiot over here knows that I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I even like the prequels. Now, I know it's popular for a lot of people to say, oh, the prequels suck, man, the prequels sucked. You know what? Shut up. I don't care what you say, I liked it. So, yeah, my favorite one being, of course, Revenge of the Sith, because I really like Anakin throughout the movies and stuff, so, I mean, even when he was a little kid, he didn't bother me. I don't know what the deal is, man. But I get it, you know, there's a lot of problems with the movies. But look, if there wasn't those problems with the movies, we would have never gotten Red Letter Media's Mr. Plinkett reviews, which totally rock, by the way. Hey, Mr. Plinkett, call me anytime you want, man. We'll take over the world together. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Star Wars. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and I absolutely love Anakin, and I have to say, there was a figure that came out, I don't know, a few years ago, made by Medicom, what is it called? Doesn't matter. Medicom. Anyways, they made a version of Anakin that I really, really liked, but the stupid figure was like $300, man. I couldn't get it. Plus, you know, Medicoms, they're kind of smaller figures and stuff like that, and they don't really look as realistic as Hot Toys figures. Their later versions of their figures have gotten much better. Like, I showed you my Tom Cruise one, and I have the Daniel Craig one from Cowboys and Aliens, and they look pretty good, but they're nowhere near as realistic as, like, Hot Toys make. But anyways, they actually made an Anakin figure, and when I saw the photos of it, I thought, holy crap, that's the best Anakin figure I've ever seen, 12-inch version of him at least, and I really wanted it. Now, I used to have the sideshow version of him from Revenge of the Sith, and it's even the one with the Sith Eyes, and it never really looked much like him. It was a little stocky, and his face looked a little fat. It just didn't look quite right, but that's okay, because I really loved the figure. Then they came out with like a Clone Wars version, and that looked pretty good, but it still didn't look quite, like him. Well, recently I was looking around on the computer and I found the following. Today's review will be on the real action heroes. And that little square there says a Medicom toy. Look, you don't believe me? Here, I'll show you. See? You just really have to look at it up close. But anyway, there you go. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, the review's on the ages 15 plus? What is that? No, wait, hold on. Oh no! It's for the Star Wars Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith Ver. That's right. The Revenge of the Sith Ver. That's even worse than Revenge of the Sith. Now, as you'll see, the box is a little scratched up and junk like that, but honestly, with these flat matte boxes, the black matte, of course it's gonna come off, man. I don't know, man. It's just a box. I don't care. But anyways, I got it for a good price, so I'm hoping. I haven't looked at the figure now. Maybe the figure will match this. Maybe the figure will be a piece of crap. But you'll find out when I do. But anyway, there's the front of the box looking pretty bashed in and lived in, just like the Star Wars universe. On the side of the box, you will see absolutely nothing, as they say in UHF, except for Star Wars is put right there. Now let's look at the back of the box. So here's the back of the box, just as scuffed up as the front, and it says Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker, blah, 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 and all the people it took to make this figure, and they're all inside this box, by the way. You know, they're little tiny people, but they're in there. But anyways, and then there it says Real Action Heroes and Medicom Toy Corporation. Oh, it's also affiliated with Sideshow Collectibles, which is awesome. I did not know that. I'm assuming that it was because they distributed it. In fact, does it say that? No, it just is information. So anyways, there's that. Let's look at the front of the box one more time. Now, like I said, I've been wanting this figure for a long time, and I really hope it lives up to what it looked like on the internet. I hope it looks cool. So what you do is, this right here on the front here is a flap. So you open it up, and you see the following. Now, when you open the flap, you will see on one side the figure, looking amazing so far, but I can't look at it up close yet. Then down here, you'll see just a tiny little blurb about Anakin Skywalker and what happened to him. It says, oh, he became bad one day. He had a horrible day, fought his best friend, and got burned up. But hey, if you haven't seen the movie, I just gave you spoilers. So I say we pull Anakin out and stand him up. What do you say? So here's Anakin in the tray with the top flap removed, and you will see he comes with 2 gloved hands that are extra, 2 normal hands that are extra, his attached hands, and his lightsaber, which I believe has a detachable blade. And then underneath him, if you look very carefully, you will see his cloak laying behind him. Now, I think that's all he comes with. So I say we stand him up and see how he looks. What do you say? Now, if you look closely behind the package, you will also find his Medicom stand. It's just a plain clear stand. That's the same stand they put with all their figures. But I already had one laying around, so I just used mine. So here's Anakin fresh out of the package and stood straight up. And here's my first impression. Holy cow, they got his face perfectly. Now, like I said, is this Hot Toys quality? No, but if you've seen old Medicom dolls, you'll know this is way better than they normally do. I mean, this looks great. I mean, it looks like him to me. They did a good job on him, and his eyes look so glossy and perfect. Plus, he's got that little... He actually looks like he's a little evil at this point, because you can see the way his eyes look. I love the way they did his little scar over his eye over here. That's awesome. I don't think I saw... Nope, they didn't get his other scar. He's got a scar there. At least I don't see it in this picture. Maybe when we do a super duper zoom in thing, we'll see it. But anyway, there he is. His hair looks awesome. Man, they did a great job. Now, like I said, this one just looks more like Anakin than any other 12-inch figure I've seen. Now, I'm sure when Hot Toys makes one eventually, they'll blow this one out of the water, but for the meantime, here we go. His outfit looks perfect. To the way his little shoulder straps go, they actually flare out the way his do in the movie. The cloth or whatever material of the tunic or whatever it is he's wearing looks perfect. You can see the details on his hands. They did a great job. Now, whoever boxed this up had his hand on his lower part of his cape, and as you can see, it caused little dents there, but it'll come out after a while. It's just been boxed up like that. You'll see his glove there. I think it's been turned around because I thought the metal straps were on this side of his glove, so that probably just spins around. And then, oh, what else? We got his little pouches there. If we flip them around, we will see more doodads on his back of his belt. Very cool indeed. There's the back of his hair. Yep, this is very cool. He's got a little thing stuck to his butt there. And then if we work our way down here, we'll see his awesome Jedi boots. And that is cool. So yeah, this Anakin looks pretty good. I don't think it was well worth the money that it originally was asked for, the retail price or whatever you want to call it. But I am very happy with it. I haven't seen him sized up next to another figure yet, but I do like the way he looks. Now you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, he came with... Let's see, he came with his normal left hands. He's got like a force push hand, and he's got a lightsaber holding hand. Then over here, he's got a I'm choking Padme hand, and he's also got a lightsaber holding hand there. Speaking of the lightsaber, here it is, looking very vibrant blue. And then there's the hilt of it, and that looks awesome. And then over here, he also came with Dead Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's pretty cool. You get like a second figure. Wait, no, that's his. Okay, he wears that. So let's put that on him and see what it looks like. So here's Anakin in totally I've gone to the dark side look, and looking very awesome. He also kind of looks like Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi there. Just a little bit when he walks into Jabba's palace. That's pretty cool. But anyway, there it is. Now, a lot of people say the robe should be darker. I don't know. I thought he had a black robe too, but it's just dark brown. So who cares? I think it looks awesome. And then there's his face peering out there. Now, what's cool about the cloak is it actually has a wire inside the top there, so you can, like, fold it around him and stuff like that. And I'm not very good at it, but that's sort of what it would look like if you did it, like, as bad as I did. So one of the draws to these Medicom figures is the articulation. You can get them in any, like, pose a human can actually get in, which is awesome. I mean, you can look this figure up and see the different poses people have put him in. I mean, it looks just like shots from the movie because of the way he can pose. Now, I say we waste no more time and look at that face up close. What do you say? So here we go with a super duper close-up look, and you can see the different materials here that make up his Jedi clothes, and that is awesome. Working our way up here, you'll see his undershirt looking thing there. And then, what will we see? We'll see his Anakin Skywalker chin and lips. And then we'll see his nose. Oh my goodness, look at those eyes. That is awesome. They actually did a really good job on his eyes. You can see how glossy they are. See his furrowed brow. If we turn him this way, we'll see his scar. Let's look at it up close here. That's very cool. It's actually sculpted on there. They did a really good job with his eyes and eyebrows. I think that looks awesome. I don't think he had that scar on his... Let me look. Nope, they left it off. Hayden Christensen really does have a scar there on his jawline. But some of the figures of Anakin actually have it, because I think they thought, well, why not? I mean, it looks like an Anakin scar, but nope, it's actually Hayden Christensen's scar, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe that's true, because I thought I saw it in other movies. But anyway, there's his eyes looking very cool indeed. Here's his hair. Very neat. You can see it's not just flat brown. That's pretty cool. If we work our way down here, we will see his hand. Where's your hand, Anakin? Where's your hand? Show it to me before Obi-Wan chops it off. But there's his hand. You can see that it's got veins and sculpted nails. That's pretty cool. Very cool indeed. Work our way over here. We'll see his boots. Let's go down here to his boots. That's pretty cool right there. Looks like a Jedi boot to me. Very cool indeed. But yeah, I think these eyes right here capture the Revenge of the Sith version of Anakin very well. Very cool indeed. You don't even need the Sith orange eyes or anything. That's cool. I like how they painted his hairline there a little darker. That's pretty cool too. Very cool indeed. Now, the only other Medicom Star Wars figure I have is this clone trooper here that I won from Sideshow Collectibles a long time ago. I wrote a story and they sent me this. That's awesome, man. But I've had it ever since because I treasure it big time. But as you can see, Anakin is indeed too short. They made him way too short because, you know, I know Anakin's supposed to be taller than an average stormtrooper because stormtroopers are what, like about 6 foot something? Maybe 6 foot? And then Anakin's supposed to be about 6'3" or so. Oh well. I mean, it still looks good together, and this is a really cool Anakin. And plus, I just love that expression on his face. And like I said, I mean, you stand him up like that, it looks pretty neat. Now, you could have the clone trooper crouching or whatever if you wanted to, but yeah, I do wish Anakin was taller. Now, I did hear that you can change out the ankle joints, but I don't know if Medicom has ankle joints, so I don't know. Some people said, you know, you lengthen the ankle joints, it makes him taller, but I don't know. I do like the lankier body on Anakin here, because he looks like a younger guy, instead of like a big broad guy like the Sideshow one had. But this is pretty cool. I wish he were taller, though. I do wish his head was at least up to the Stormtrooper's head, or the Clone Trooper's head, or a little bit past it. But hey, you can't have everything. So before we close, here's Anakin standing opposite my other two Medicom figures. My Tom Cruise from Ghost Protocol and my Daniel Craig from Cowboys and Aliens, and I love these figures big time. Now, Anakin's a little slouchy there. He could probably stand up a little bit better, but you can see, even by the size of his head, he's a lot smaller than these other two. Now, I'm assuming that's because he came out first. I'm not sure. Maybe they've tweaked the sizes of their figures, but I don't know. I've had this Clone Trooper back here for quite a while, so I don't know when that came out either. But yes, he's too small, but it still looks cool. And you can see how small he is next to Cad Bane there, and I think he would tower over Cad Bane. But anyway, there you go. There are the figures looking very cool. And I have 4 figures now that are Medicoms. That's pretty cool. So there's my review of the Medicom Toys Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith version. And I have to say, as much as I like it, I am a little disappointed. I wanted it to be a little bit better than this. I do like it, don't get me wrong. I think it'll look awesome on the shelf. I mean, look at that. Especially from far away. I do think he's too small. I don't know. I wish he were taller at least, but, you know, I knew that going in, so who cares, right? But anyway, I think he still looks awesome, and I do like the figure a lot. I do think that if I'd have bought it for the full price originally, I would have cried. Because that's too much money, man! Even Hot Toys figures don't cost that much. Yet. I mean, some of them do, the Iron Man diecast figures. Holy crap, man, and pretty much everything else. Crap, man! Hot Toys, stop! You're gonna make people like me stop buying your toys. Stop it! Please, please, don't make the prices expensive. Anyway, I really like this figure a lot. I got a pretty good deal on it on the computer, and I'm very happy that I got it. And I think I really like it a lot. Anakin, are you using the Force on me? Stop it! I love this figure. This is an awesome figure. Go see the movie again. Oh, all hail Mr. Plinkett. Until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews. Oh, hey. walking through the Death Star, I found Obi-Wan's corpse. Check this out. It's his, like, invisible corpse. Oh, it's so warm and comfy. Oh, this is a very comfy dead corpse cloak. Oh, I like this cloak a lot.